Now that she has this new form, it gives her a fresh new perception on Equestria that she still has a lot more to explore and learn about. And that makes me very excited to see where Generation 5 goes next. Damn, that line was quite the bold statement, wasn't it?
No. But I like it.
The Make Your Mark special. This film has teething troubles. Don't get me wrong, I still very much enjoyed it, and I thought it was cool. However, the special felt like it was lacking something that I can't quite put my hoof on what it is. It's already been the subject of so much petty early judgment. Except for Harbo Rome's video. Check it out. I commissioned it. I am here today to prove why Make Your Mark isn't as bad as you may think and what issues could have been fixed. Oh boy, it's time again, fluff butts. Yay or Nay is finally back.
Showtime!
So go ahead and steal your sister's microphone and watch some crystals floating, because we are about to dive into Make Your Mark. Before we get started, let's address the rockhoof in the room. The recasting of the entire cast. There's literally no surprise that Hasbro would think they are Hollywood and blow their entire budget on a new generation, leaving no room for proper development on the Gen 5 series and specials. I'm one all for the glossiness and toony realistic style, but when the animation lacks actual mouth syncing and lighting implementation, you've got a problem that leaves Make Your Mark in a dimmed spotlight compared to the movie. Not to mention that the big guys in charge couldn't afford to bring back the Donut Lord, the rip-off Tintin, and an irrelevant YouTuber to voice our favorite ponies. But hey, at least they managed to get Priya from Turning Red voicing Zip. That's a win in my books. Although, when these new voice actors try their hardest to sound similar to the film's counterparts and flunk it, it gives them a lesser reputation, and that honestly makes me feel sorry for them. So Fluffbutts, whatever you do, please direct your blame on Hasbro's ever-expanding ego, not the current VAs. None of them deserve any harsh treatment, and I'm certain that with enough time, they will improve and maybe give their own spin on the heroes.
I'm going to have to do it someday.
Now that we've back-hoofed the biggest stallion out of the room, let's start this review!
Be nice! Sheriff's orders!
The special begins with some awesome establishing shots of Zephyr Heights, with Zip comedically breaking into her own house to nick a microphone.
You know you can just enter through the main doors. It's our house.
Seems silly, doesn't it? But when it comes to Zip, you feel her passion for action as she hopes to not get caught and end up sitting through one of Queen Haven's blubber sessions. It's like me with my dad when he has to explain everything about anything. I found this opening quite funny, especially when Zoom and Thunder didn't feel the urge to look up like typical sneaking game enemies. Just look over your heads, you idiots! Zip flies back to Maritime Bay alongside a cool musical intermission before she saves a pair of Pegasi twins from dying. Kind of dark, don't you think? Some pony must have died during the time magic came back. She delivers some helpful exposition about the nature of the Unity crystals before they start to glitch with this horrific riser. It's a cheap method of suspension, but it works effectively nonetheless.
Hey, pal! Why the long face?
Upon returning to her friends, Pip insists on live streaming Sunny's announcement of a celebration devoted to Maritime Bay.
For the content.
Classic Pip. Although I like you better now from what I've seen of you in Tell Your Tale.
Who's the style icon now?
Although what happens with Sunny on camera was a mixture of love and hatred for me. I like how awkward Sunny is being put on the spot in front of the viewers. It's hilarious to those of us who start filming ourselves online and reducing down to being camera shy. However, the overabundance of emojis and pointless visuals kind of ruined it.
You look like hell.
The live maritime music, the sandcastle contest, the caramel pony corn! Ah!
You're a fraud.
Where's the popcorn? Hitches Birdie, Kenneth,
Nice to meet you, Kenneth.
then snatches the phone and flies away from the group. This sudden chase scene felt like the story knew it was going nowhere and needed a jump start. Just give the cute avian a moment of sentience before taking it away. This leads to quite the intriguing section at Sprout 2's house. Wait, sorry, Cozy Glow's house. No, that's not it. Posey.
Thank you so much.
Woohoo! An antagonistic character that I actually like for once.
Magic is not very safe. At least not for the rest of us ponies who don't have it.
Wow, she does have a point there. No matter how little screen time she got, Posey's presence feels justified, as she makes the argument that Earth ponies not getting magic are unfair. She's your typical Karen character, but her level of reasoning is realistic. Do not lie if you've watched Friendship is Magic and also questioned the uselessness of the Earth ponies.
All I want to know is why the Earth ponies are hogging all the food. We're not hogging all the food, you are! Oh wait, you're right. It's us. Have you lost your mind?
Have you lost your mind?
I love that the social-political undertones from A New Generation are still ingrained into the special, even if it is pushed to the sidelines a lot.
To the left, to the left.
The Crystal Bright House is a staggering piece of beauty inside and out before we get a small moment devoted to Izzy whipping out Argyle's lamp. I found this moment rather endearing, as it gave Izzy's character a minute to shine. Her childish creativity, which was established in the movie, indeed gets shown later as Izzy blows up the lamp into a fancy lantern. Pretty cool. Although the way the dialogue is structured and written like we don't know anything about the characters is somewhat distracting.
I don't know if you noticed, but I consider myself a bit of an artist.
You're so creative, Izzy. And you're amazed at making new things out of old things.
Yeah, we already know who y'all are. We then jump to seeing the ponies making pizza.
Mushrooms? Gross!
Watching them just hanging out together like a family was nice to see, before Hitch confesses that he's jealous of not having the magic too. Indeed, he was pressurized by Posey earlier, but this is him deep down and how much he wishes for something big to happen, which he discovers later on.
And you're gonna be a father.
It's also revealed that Sunny is having issues with controlling her newfound alicorn powers. This is displayed in a flashback where Sunny sneezed too hard with her eyes open and ruined her smoothie reputation. It's really smart to show the crystals frazzling at the start, as it helps to back up Zip's claims on the magic gradually fading away.
That's not good.
So when she tells her friends about that, they'll help her. More on that later. Does Zip have a flip phone? Like one that flips out? Oh my god, it is! Ah! I must have jizzed in my pants all because of a flip phone. Zip then gets a call from Queen Haven and cue all-important exposition scene detailing Haven's desire of wanting Zip to become queen.
You're the one I need here, studying my every move and representing the royal family.
But Zip is not having any of it.
But I'm not sure if I'm ready to leave just yet.
In classical parent-child talk fashion, Haven doesn't give her daughter the chance to talk to make sure she gets her point across.
Oh, it was just...
Listen, Zip dear.
Real nice, Haven. This does segue into a rather impactful yet short-lived section where Zip confides in Sunny about dreading future responsibilities of being heir to the Pegasite throne.
I'm not ready to become a full-time heir to the throne princess yet. Not the way my mom expects me to be anyway.
This style of duty and life was not hers to lead, even if she predicts she'll have to undertake the role inevitably.
Maybe I should just go back to Zephyr Heights and really try to be the kind of princess every pony is hoping for.
It's another reason why Zip is such a fascinating character in contrast to her obvious comparison, Rainbow Dash. Yet what sets Zip apart is that she does everything with a grain of salt. She doesn't want to become queen, yet she acknowledges the role and considers the possibility of it making her mark.
Hey, that's the name of the show.
Next, we spend some downtime with Hitch in the office. Despite his new voice acting, his character is still the same as he interacts with the critters he rounded up.
At ease, deputies.
They're practically ooed at this point.
My place is at your side, sir.
Good ooh.
Zip zips in. Get it? And she requests Hitch's assistance to find out why magic is behaving weirdly. I don't care what anyone says, but Zip and Hitch flow so naturally off of each other. Despite Hitch claiming Zip's beliefs on the magic to be because she's bored, he goes to the beach for some investigating, which just turns out to be some kids having a quarrel over a ruined sandcastle.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me. I was carrying it and then my magic just went away. I don't believe you.
It's good that we get to see more location building in Maritime Bay, but it comes at the expense of having to bear through a situation that doesn't end up having an adverse effect on the crystals.
Is magic allowed on the beach, Sheriff Hitch?
It's not allowed.
Betrayal. Surely Hitch's heedless decision on magic regulations on the beach would have caused more outbursts. So he flees the scene before stumbling upon a washed-up dragon egg. Color me intrigued, since this is the 4th official species confirmed for the 5th generation. How did Sparky's egg end up on the beach? Did it fall out of the sky? Was it a messenger from an unseen deity? Is Sparky Spike's child?
Too many questions.
It's exciting for sure, but I feel like an answer to at least something with the egg was lacking.
I need answers.
The subplot with Hitch unleashing his inner Fluttershy to care for the egg was undoubtedly wholesome. He even defies Posey's concerns as inconsequential when she tries to coax him into doing something to the unicorns.
She wants to talk to the manager, it seems.
I'd like to file a complaint.
Okay, the complaint box is over there on the wall.
I cracked up seeing the box full. This little shot of the box filled with complaints is a pretty good detail, which helps support Posey's line earlier of not just her feeling uneasy with the magic.
What I meant was that I wish magic had never come back, and I'm not the only pony around here who thinks so.
Then we take a peep into the Bright House where Sunny, Izzy, and Pip are busy baking tarts. Pip expresses that she has come up with a new anthem for the celebration, and I was half expecting another wonderful musical interlude, except we got this.
Yeah, and something.
I love glowing up, but this was a glowing down. Let's get back to Zip, guys. When she left Hitch in the sheriff's office, she decided to go off on her own adventure to explore what's happening around the bay. The notion of Zip going solo, then staying with her friends and being moody all the time was rather interesting. She sees the tension on the beach before experiencing the magic disappearing first hoof.
No.
I adore it when stories put the main protagonist into the fray like this, when they get affected by the issue and not ignored like so many common films do. But what does Zip do to solve the problem? She rips out a page from Pinkie Pie's book and watches the Unity crystals for hours.
Hour 5. Still nothing.
Zip, you should have known that a watched crystal never glitches. No wonder it actually does shit when you aren't looking at it. However, Equestria rewards patience as the ponies downstairs bonding together results in a sneaky peeky of the extra slice of magic. But when Zip notifies the others of what she saw, the greenness has to vanish and no pony believes her concerns of the crystals frazzling.
I've been monitoring the crystals, and I think something is wrong with them.
What? No, there isn't. No, me neither. Magic is not glitching.
Magic is not glitching.
What? You don't find that strange?
This is such a cliche, and I'm not that comfortable with it, especially when Zip's friends decide to bail on having to listen to her.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks.
Suddenly we're back outside, where Zip is desperate to find something to make her claims believable, and she catches Hitch in the middle of caring for the dragon egg. I did appreciate how Hitch now has an instinct to helping any kind of animal he lays his eyes on. He was incredibly awkward around animals in a new generation, and from what I've reacted to in Tell Your Tale and in this special, it made me smile how Hitch now embraces this animalistic side to him.
Here you go, little one. I brought you some sand to make you more comfortable.
Precious!
With several messages from Pip and being brought back to the Bright House, we get another location jump into May Melody, Pip's hairdressing salon.
At May Melody.
And oh look, an actual song is featured!
Okay.
It just sounds like Pip is making this up on the spot, and it wasn't even a minute long. Cool, there's a funky rhythm, but I'd rather listen to
I'm looking out for you
than this weird song. Then commotion occurs outside with Windy falling on a bunch of ponies.
I'm normally such a good flyer.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Posey then shows up once again and attempts to be a season 5 Starlight Glimmer when her performance dominates this scene.
It isn't fair. We Earth ponies don't get any magic, and then the ponies that do have it don't even know how to use it.
Hell, even the ponies are standing in an equals formation, huh? The tension that establishes itself causes a storm to flare up in the sky, and Zip realizes what's causing all the trouble in the bay.
It's the crystal. They might be powered by ponies.
The way this section in the movie tries to sound like some big twist is so laughable, because it was the very concept that A New Generation addressed during its climax.
I understand now. It's not the crystals that need to be brought together, it's us.
Why does the special feel the need to repeat the exact same premise? It's great Zip gets a moment to passively aggressively insult her sister and cause the others to follow suit, but it's just done through unnecessary exposition. Are we sure Chris Chibnall isn't a brony and he secretly co-wrote this?
Fuck off!
The next day on the celebration, Izzy gifts Sunny with the new and improved lantern, which was quite sweet, before they go down to attend the festivities, and my God, this entire scene is one massive time-jumping marathon, cutting back and forth from Queen Haven's arrival, the sandcastle competition, ponies eating food, and Pip's halted performance. All this runtime leading up to Maritime Bay Day, and the special only gets 2 minutes to address it.
Yuck.
I have to admit, I found all the sections with Posey and her Karen crew complaining about the activities very hilarious. Like how we online laugh in the face of those two entitled for their own ego, this was strangely enjoyable to sit through. Well, apart from this racist remark.
We want to hear the real Maritime Bay song, sung by an Earth pony.
Holy fuck! All this dark tension and segregation returning culminates in a lightning bolt hitting the ground and opening up a literal void of darkness. My interest levels hit the sky at this point, as I sort of expected King Sombra or another demonic figure to emerge out of the hole.
Can't you ponies with magic do something?
Oh, now the manager's nemesis wants help when her life's in danger.
To my surprise, Windy and Posey actually end up falling into the hole, and Sunny takes the bravest leap of faith I have ever seen when Izzy's magic fails at the last second and Argyle's lamp falls into the void. The Alicorn powers are unleashed once again. A good sight, but it's so convenient that they pop out right away for reasons a few seconds after Sunny plunges in. But that's not as convenient to what happens next. Sunny rescues Windy and Posey, bringing them to safety and instantly repairing the fractured Earth.
Well, that was awkward.
Yes, it was.
I had never seen a climax so rushed like this one. Maybe Argyle's lantern could have been lost within the void, and that could have been saved for a future episode in the show, displaying that Sunny still has loose ends with the void that appeared, and she goes on a personal mission to find that lantern.
I thought it was beyond repair. Thank you so much, Izzy.
All of these wasted pieces of potential truly show how lackluster this special can be. I still certainly enjoy it no matter what I've said critically, but I wish there was some more thought applied to this ending. Hasbro will never learn from their mistakes, will they?
Stop! Why do you have to ruin everything?
So yeah, Sunny magically fixes the hole, and Haven accepts Zip's place in Maritime Bay, even calling her by her preferred name.
Would you mind just calling me Zip for now?
Of course, Zip.
How generous. The magic returns and the Earth ponies get to experience the magic too, which I found to be the only satisfactory outcome to this epilogue. Not to forget Hitch getting the ability to understand animals and the egg hatching to expose an extremely adorable green dragon. The fact that Hitch gets to be a dad warms up my heart.
Adorbs.
But oh, did you think this review was over?
Nope.
It turns out that some pony Sinister has been watching from the shadows, and this dark reveal blew my mind.
Those little ponies finally figured out how to stabilize the magic.
Of course, none of us have any idea to who this eerie Alicorn is along with her uncertain looking minions, but one thing's for sure, I rather like the design of this new Alicorn despite it being in the dark. All may seem peaceful once again, but once this evil Alicorn steps hoof in Equestria, nothing will be the same again.
It's time to take back what is mine!
So, repeat this after me, Fluffbutts. Was it a yay or a nay? Damn, I have never felt this conflicted about a review until now. This special truly was the turning point for Generation 5's future. So many lost possibilities, yet there was a strong sense of character dynamics shining in each scene. I enjoyed this film nonetheless, even in the face of its obvious shortcomings. I'm just happy that I'm not one of those people who judge these things so early on. This has been the most difficult review so far, and it does show. I have come to my decision, Fluffbutts, and be prepared. The Make Your Mark special is getting a yay. If anything, Make Your Mark should be remembered for how objectively ambivalent it is. Make Your Mark is a wonderful setup for the show, and it does plant the seeds firmly in place. But this special flops in trying to tell a story of its own like A New Generation did. It's only really how well presented the characters are throughout the duration of the special that holds it together. Zip and Hitch are undoubtedly the shining stars of Make Your Mark. Sunny did decently, but Izzy and Pip felt like background fodder during the second half. The story was alright, and I liked how the undertones from the movie are still gently implemented. Posey was fantastic as the villainous presence, and I definitely prefer her over Sprout. Although the evident problems with the special are related to the animation fluidity, the voice acting lacking in a couple of parts, and how rickety everything looks compared to the movie. Like the man himself, Harbo Wome, said in his review,
"Without the bigger movie budget, this special lacks the charismatic and spirited main cast, along with less inventive visuals, so it feels a lot less special."
Overall, in my opinion, Make Your Mark works just fine, and I wouldn't mind revisiting it if only I felt like it. It still deserves the chance to flourish, and no matter what happens, I'll be smiling along the way for what's coming soon in the future. I award the Make Your Mark special a yay and a 6 out of 10. We have come to the end, Fluffbutts. Like I just said, Make Your Mark isn't as good as A New Generation, but it wasn't awful or horribly bad, so I suppose I'm gonna give it a C rank on the Generation 5 tier list. If I had to describe this special in a short way, I would say it's trying a bit too hard for its own good, but it's a fun mess with stuff that you can actually relate to and find humor in. I am still cautiously optimistic, and I hope some of you still watching are too. Whoa, boy, that does it for this review on the Make Your Mark special, Fluffbutts. I hope you have enjoyed, and I cannot wait for the actual show to be released in September. Don't forget to like this video, comment your thoughts down below of what you thought of Make Your Mark, and subscribe to my channel for more exciting content coming soon. And also, don't forget to check out my Patreon page down in the description below, so you can help support me in making these fantastic videos more consistently. And I shall see you all very soon. Goodbye!